let's talk MotoGP concession system. One of the latest MotoGP buzzwords is concession, and with Suzuki's shock exit still fresh in the memory, a revised and much more complex concession system has been agreed on by the MSMA and the Grand Prix Commission to allow struggling manufacturers more opportunities to develop their bikes. Now, concessions aren't new to MotoGP, and they were introduced back in 2015 in a bid to help balance the field and provide a greater competitive platform for prospective manufacturers, which includes Ducati, Suzuki, Aprilia, and KTM. The idea behind this system is to allow other manufacturers the opportunity to improve their machinery to make for a much more even playing field and a tighter championship. Which makes sense, considering the clear divide that has emerged between the performance of the European and the Japanese manufacturers. The new system covers test days and riders, wildcard appearances, the number of engines, engine specifications and freezes, aero updates, and the number of tires supplied for testing. Factories will be classified into 4 groups, and this is decided on the percentage of the possible maximum constructor points they have accrued in each window. Now, as you can see, Ducati are in Category A, with KTM and Aprilia both in Category C, while Honda and Yamaha are in Category D. What is surprising though is there's no one in Category B yet, and let me explain. The recalculation of each concession ranking will be done in 2 windows. This allows factories to more quickly gain or lose their concessions based on their most recent form. If manufacturers do change ranking, their concessions will also change immediately. But back to the current ranking for 24. The only real difference between ranking C and ranking A is the 6 wildcard appearances, but Ducati already have an extra 4 bikes on the grid, so gathering data doesn't make much of a difference to Ducati. C grade are also getting 50 more tires to test for the year than A grade. But D grade is where we see the massive chance to catch up. 100 more testing tires than Ducati and 40 more than Aprilia or KTM. Private testing can be any rider on any GP circuit. 9 to 10 engines per year, 2 more than the rest of their competition. 2 aero upgrades per year, and the biggest thing yet is the engine spec is open. Now, there is already a lot of in-season testing that we aren't privy enough to see or know about, especially Ducati with Michele Pirro, who has completed so many laps at Mugello on his Ducati. But then let's look at Honda and Yamaha. Their testing program isn't the same as the European manufacturers. In fact, it appears it's actually a lot less, so this may change up just how the Japanese manufacturers go about their strategy to continue to improve their bikes. My prediction is that the indicator for when we will see any real changes will maybe be after the summer break in the 24 season, if there are any improvements, but I reckon we will see most of the changes in 2025. Look, at the end of the day, MotoGP is a show, and with this concession system, I believe MotoGP can come back to being tight, close racing rather than a single manufacturer dominant sport, to provide us fans with an entertaining show and to hopefully not have another Suzuki situation of a manufacturer leaving MotoGP, but rather more manufacturers on the grid in MotoGP in the future. So guys, hit that like and subscribe button so we can continue to talk all things MotoGP.